Hi there, I'm Dr. Russ. I want to show you a series of movements and exercises that can help loosen up, mobilize, and strengthen your lower core. If you have acute lower back pain, chronic tightness, or a dull ache in your lower back, this series of exercises can really help you. I just want to emphasize, if you haven't exercised your low back in a while, or you have a lot of low back pain right now, you might not be able to do all of these. Just do the ones you can do, and know that with time you'll be able to do more. I want you to start by laying on your back, just like so, with your feet flat and your knees bent. You'll see my feet are about hip width apart. They're not together, and they're not way far apart. They're just right about hip width. And the very beginning exercise is just called a pelvic tilt, where all I'm going to do is gently arch my lower back and then gently press my lower back into the floor. Just about this pace is fine. It doesn't have to be faster. This is very gentle, and for people with very stiff low backs or a lot of low back pain, this is all you can do, and that's fine. This will help get things moving and stretch out the deep, deep muscles in your lower back. If you've got this and you're feeling good about it, you can add a little bit of a crunch. Once your lower back is pressed into the floor, you just lift your upper body a little bit. It's not a full sit-up. It's not meant to be. It's just a little bit of a crunch. Arch, press, lift, lower. One more time. You can do 12 or 15 of these. Don't worry if you shake a little bit. The next thing we're going to do is keep our pelvis tilted so the lower back is pressed into the floor, and one leg at a time, we're going to lift, lower, lift, foot down. I'm keeping my lower back pressed into the floor gently. That's the pelvic tilt, and you've got to maintain that throughout the whole exercise. This shouldn't hurt, but it might be difficult, especially if you haven't exercised in a while. I want you to go for 12 of these on each side. The next exercise in the series is to bridge. And in order to bridge, you push up through your feet and lift your hips off the floor. You'll feel this exercise in your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. This shouldn't be painful at all. If you have pain going up all the way, then don't go up all the way. Just go up halfway, and that's fine too. This, if this is all you can do, is fine. Now, once you can get yourself up all the way, the next stage is to lift one foot at a time. This is pretty hard. A lot of people can't do this, but if you work up to it, you'll get it. And I want you to notice that my hips and pelvis don't rotate at all or shift when I lift my leg. I want to keep them stationary and not shift them side to side or let them rotate. The next stage is to turn over. So you are on your hands and knees. And you're going to do the same pelvic tilt, but this time instead of on your back, it's on all fours. Again, my knees are about hip width apart, and my neck is comfortably relaxed. Some people call this the cat-cow. And when you've got the hang of that, you stop with your back flat. It's neither cow and it's not cat. It's right in the middle. And if you can, with your back flat, lift one leg behind you. You'll feel this in your lower back, your hamstrings and glutes. This is a really good exercise for stabilizing your lower back. Once again, you notice that as I lift my leg, I don't shift my hips. I don't do this. I keep my hips right where they are, and I don't let my pelvis rotate. Now the icing on the cake here is to lift opposite leg and arm at the same time. This is something you might need to work up to. This is maybe something you can do already. Trying to keep my core and torso really stationary as I do this. That's known as the spinal stabilization sequence. It's appropriate for people of any age and condition as long as you work up to each exercise and don't push through any pain.